Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Finn. In today's video we are back in the house doing a bit. We're in now the back kitchen, kind of back entrance area, and we're just clearing through stuff, emptying out a little container for staples and stuff that come out of pockets. Come across some old brass tags. I'm pretty sure these are what the tags used to look like in cattle, old brass tags. So I might just hang on to these two just for keepsakes. So just want to go through this part of the house. So the den, which we cleaned out, is behind us there where we started. We'll just go into the kitchen. But one thing that's quite cool is this barometer here. And this barometer, Father Phil was telling me, come out of a ship that was bought at some auction at some time. And for those of you that don't know what a barometer is, so you knock it and you'll see that hand changes. So it's currently pointing towards stormy, which is not a great sign. We will have a show today. And then what you can do is you put that to there, so when you knock it the next day, you see what way the weather is changing. And it says there, falls for wet and more wind, rises for dry or less wind. And all it does is measure the high and low pressure. So you can see rain, stormy, change, fair, warm, very dry. That's it. Parlour, kitchen, and this is just the bit that we're in now was built on what this here will be the old house wall behind us, and this is just a window that was filled in and turned into a press, but just to show the thickness of the wall. Yeah, so excuse the nuts, but you can see the thickness of the wall from there all the way back. The walls are like 2 foot thick stone walls, mad thick walls, but that is typical of old houses like this in Ireland. The stone walls are massively thick, and again you can see it in the door there to there. And this is the kitchen. So one of the things with old houses like this, with these massive thick walls, is they can either be quite cold or warm. If you can heat the walls, which is nearly impossible because of just how thick the walls are, they hold heat, and then the same, they hold the cold. And one of my favourite things about this house, during the height of the summer when we're like 27, 28, 29, 30 degrees and you're absolutely dying outside with the heat, you can near enough guarantee that if you come in here, it's just that much cooler. It's just so nice. I know a lot of people are saying that we should insulate the rooms or insulate the whole house. We'll upgrade the windows and that, but I don't think we will insulate the whole house or insulate individual rooms, because that cooling effect in the height of the summer to come in and just cool down so nicely is just, yeah, I hate the heat, and the way I put it is, it's very easy to get warm when you're cold, but it's very hard to get cool when you're warm. It's probably the hardest room to be in. Just all the memories. But like a lot of old buildings for the time, the beauty board on the walls, I know some people are talking about it, and then the old red press here. These houses like this often had like sections where there was just sections left, like just for an example, there were sections left where they just left like a gap into the wall for storage, and then that was just put into that to fill the hole. But that was how the houses were built with them little parts in the wall for storage. Just said I'd give you a quick little tour just what we've done. That barometer is cool. I know there was a few comments just saying like how it brought back memories of their own parents and grandparents' houses with just the old, like the beauty board, the old red press there. Yeah, it was just, these were common things to see across the countryside in Ireland, rural Ireland, and just brings back memories for people. So that's why I said we'd just take a few minutes today and we'd just kind of walk in and look at the different aspects of the house, just for the sake might bring back nice memories for some people. So, and now everyone, we're back in the house. It's been some time. The hair's changed. Just for context, the very first part of the video was filmed in the beginning of May, or it was actually April. It was filmed in April before Rory and Kate came to us. And now it's near towards the end of November. Me and Liv have done a small bit during the summer, but not a lot. We're just going through the house room by room. We cleared off the first section of the house so that we had somewhere for Rory and Kate to stay. And now Lee is staying there. And it's just, till we move in, it's accommodation for our staff on the farm. And now we're working our way. We're on to the next section. We've got an hour here, a couple of hours on a Sunday, but we've got very little time over the summer to get into the next house. Every now and again I get the question, how are we getting out the house? Have you done much more at the house? We're getting there slowly but surely. So we're clearing the hallway now in a little storage room at the back, and we're just going through everything. Again, we found so much stuff. I just went to see, we had a pile of stuff and Liv must have put it somewhere that I was going to show you, but I can't find it. But I have just managed to find some of it here. So like, we have a Hereford Breed Journal 1976. British Polled Herefords. Polled Invest Now in the Future. Linka Polled Herefords. Baldling Herefords. All these books like that, we've a world of them come across, mostly Hereford and Limousin, some Jersey and Ayrshire then as well, when we used to milk. But all the likes of that stuff is going to be going into, when we do our farm shop, we're going to have it in our museum, or we might have a rack in the coffee shop that when people come, maybe to have a coffee, maybe to have a look around, that you'll be able to pick up a book like that off the shelf, have a look through it, read down. As I know some people have messaged me because, oh, can you check to see if so-and-so, maybe a father or an uncle or a grandfather might be in the book. And our plan is to have it there that people who want to come and read them can come and read them, put them back if you want to take pictures, anything like that. We're not selling anything. It's all anything that anything I show here and a lot of other stuff too will all be going into our museums. I think it's the best use for it. Another few bits and bobs here. What this is. It's all to do with it's all to do with motorbikes. And then this is a cool one. Petroleum rationing. I think they must have ration stamps in here, I'd say. So this would have been from the 70s during the oil crisis. Yeah. Petroleum rationing. So that was so you could get your whatever it was. I don't rightly know. I know it was during the 70s. We have an old Hardy sprayer, free competition. The scientific aspects. We have a lot of these, like leaflets and booklets on different things of farming, whether it's machinery or sprays, or we've a lot of stuff like this. Hardy calibration kit, £18.85. We've a lot of stuff like this gathered up so far, and we still have a long road ahead of us to have the house finished. What else have I here? A radio, an old thing. I don't know whether I should I suppose I can show it. We've just come across this, a joint declaration by the Taoiseach and the British Prime Minister from the 15th of December 1993, and it must have been sent to all houses. But yeah, we've come across that too. And then this old tin, an old Jacob J & Co. 1/6 UK patent. A lot of old tins in the house. And that's one of them. We're keeping anything that looks really old like that. I don't know how old it is or anything, but anything that looks like that really old we'll be hanging on to. There's just a few things. Another thing I just seen here. The mini sweeper, handy brush for home, car and caravan. 2-year guarantee, British made. It's a funny little thing, so it is. Has a roller on it. And I'm supposed to pick it up. A lot of things like that. It's amazing some of the stuff that we're coming across in the house. It truly is amazing. The history and that, because it is we're the third generation of the family to move in here, and stuff in the house that we have to go through and sort and figure out what we're going to do with it. A lot of it is rubbish. You can't really see, but I'm surrounded by bags of rubbish that I'm just going to bring out a couple there now because we have a skip outside. Mostly clothes and bits of carpet, just random stuff. And then we have a lot of stuff then that has to be kind of sorted through and figure out where it's for keeping or for passing on or what. There's a lot of work, a lot of time, and that has to go into it. And we can't just go and dump everything. You have to kind of hold things back. And it's, yeah, anyone who's cleared out a family home knows what I'm on about. You know what it's like. It's not simple, but look, we're hoping from now onward for the winter, me and Liv will get more time in here to get more done so that we can just get through it, because it's just, there is a lot of stuff to go through. And as we've done before, we'll be bringing you along for the ride. We'll show you different things about the house. We'll show you what we're planning on doing and that, and we don't really know what we're doing yet, but all we know is we have to get it cleared out so that we can make a start. But yeah, it's an absolute treasure trove of just fascinating old stuff. Like, yeah, we found some old school books I thought they were there somewhere from the early 1900s, I think 1903, 1904, and it was one was like a geography book, and it was a tiny little booklet. I'd loved if I could had it in my hand now at the minute, and it was just tiny book, but it had a little bit of everything in it. What are we planning on doing with the house? We're currently with our architect that done our plans for our farm shop, and she's working with us to figure out what can we do to the house to make it a modern home, because it's a 200+ year old house, and it's the layout, it's an old layout. The walls in the main section there are 2 foot thick of, we think, loose built stone wall, similar to what's in the wall along the avenue or the walls in the castle. Not built bricks, just loose stone walls that might probably have mortar and stuff in them. But we'll try to figure out what we can do. There's the 2 extensions, one on the side and one at the back, which has the back kitchen and a parlour and a bathroom, and upstairs then has a spare bedroom and a bathroom. And then you have the main block, which is just 2 rooms, hallway, 2 rooms, hallway. So it's to figure out what's the best thing to do, what can we do just to modernise it, to give it a nice big kitchen is what Liv wants, and just to modernise it. And that's where we're at the minute. We don't know what we're going to do yet. She's working on the plans for us, and when we have them done, then we'll know where we're going. And we're also probably going to do a bit in the garden. You can see behind me, we're going to take out a couple of trees and stuff like that. Uncle always wanted them 2 trees at the front of the house taken out, the 2 conifers, so they'll be getting the cut first. But we have to tidy up out there as well, and I think we're going to start into that maybe a day during the winter. We'll cut out whatever trees aren't going to be kept, so we can get it done now, and it'll leave it easier then when we do start to do any building work, hopefully next year, that we might have that bit more space in and around. What we're hoping to make a start next year on maybe doing a bit of building, knocking about wherever we end up doing. How much we do, we don't know. There's a lot of things to decide yet. How much is it going to cost? How much are we going to have to borrow? And all them things still have to be decided. We don't know whether we're coming or going yet in regards to that, but the main thing is just keep clearing. Just get the house emptied out so that when we do figure out what we're doing, that we can make that start. That's the main thing. So we also got a household waste skip off Wilton Recycling, which is going to help simplify cleaning out the house, because up till now we were moving bags of rubbish into one room. Now when we get them filled, we can get rid of them. Now we do work with Wilton Recycling. You would have seen him pop up every now and again. He's bins in the yard for the scrap, and he's after dropping this up for us so that we're able to clear our house out. A bit more comfort as we get rubbish, we can get rid of rubbish, and there's none of this trying to keep it in one place or put it somewhere else. We can just get rid of it as we go. We have a long road ahead of us, still have to figure out what way we're going, but we're making progress. And now we're in December. Well, we're not far off December. For the month of December, between the 1200 and this, cleaning the house, that's really what we have ahead of us. We have a little bit of work to do in the farm, tidy up the end of the timber shed, but not too much work. So when the yard jobs are done, then it's either 1200 or clean the house. So hopefully we'll have lots of both of them bits of content coming up for you, and then hopefully come next year when things dry up, we'll figure out where we're going and what we need to do. We might make a start and see how we get on. So anyways, look, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it from me. Good luck.